Well, on occasion, we must take up the sword of the Spirit to ensure that our faith remains pure. If you're joining us in reading through the 60-day reading plan, today's reading is Jude 1 through 8, and I encourage you to read that passage. Well, I would encourage you to read Ephesians 6, 10 through 18, along with this passage in Jude this morning. Both are addressing something that we must do if we're to continue protecting and maintaining the faith which has been given to us. Jude brings us an interesting comparison. After the children of Israel escaped from Egypt, all but 2 died in the desert before the Israelites' entry into the Promised Land. God brought them out of Egypt, but they did not have the faith that was required for salvation, and he compares them to some who are in the church now. This is a form of warning. There are those who profess to be believers, but in reality are not. So, in verse 3, we're told that we should earnestly contend for the faith. Now, this word means that we're to strive to protect the faith. We should not allow heresy to creep in the name of love and or comfort. Our faith should remain the faith of those who came before us, all the way back to the first century. This means that we must understand our faith. We cannot just assume that we believe what the first believers believed. Instead, we need to seek out the Scripture through the daily readings. We need to study the Scriptures through intense and focused Bible study. But we should not neglect the reading and the understanding of those in the early church. A small misstep in one time frame becomes a colossal misstep in our time frame. As an example, if you were to take a ship and you steered that ship 1 degree off its course, in a few hundred miles you'd be wildly off course. In the same way, if you make a small mistake in your understanding of the Word 5 or 10 years from now, that could mean a massive difference in what you believe. Well, Jude warns us that we must be careful and not always compare what we are being taught and what we believe with that which the apostles taught, and make changes as needed to ensure that we are on the right course.